Hello, tech writing kids. I just wanted to jump on here. I just posted an assignment for you guys to create some instructions. I just want to talk a little bit about that really quick. What that looks like, you guys, is you are choosing something that you feel comfortable with, something that you know a lot about, or that you would like to put into instructions. It has to be something more than just like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something like that. It has to be something that has multiple steps. It has to be something that has either multiple parts, something that you can give some descriptions of parts to it, something that you can give some definitions for, like terminology or words that would be used only in that format. So I want you guys to be thinking about what you can do there. The first thing I want you guys to do is read chapter 14, which talks about directions, directives, and I will facilitate a discussion on that on Thursday. We will probably go for a format of just like online discussion where I am posting a question and you guys are required to have so many posts and so many comments. So we'll go that route probably. I will, when I post that, give you guys the guidelines for what I'm expecting in terms of that. When you're thinking about your directions, you could do I've had people do changing the oil in a car before. I've had people do like a recipe that has multiple steps, multiple parts to it. I've had people do, oh gosh, lots of different things, okay? I even had someone do one time where they were a referee and how to get dressed and how to be a referee, like instructions on that. So what I want you guys to think about is something that you feel confident in, but then the other side of that, when we're talking audience and purpose, your purpose is to instruct, right? But your audience is going to guide how much detail you have to put into it, okay? You want to think about your audience as me, first of all, but also someone that really has no idea what's going on. So if you're doing change your oil, I have no idea how to change the oil. Like, you are going to have to give me definitions on words that you're using. You're going to have to go into a lot of detail. Not just you do this and you do this. You have to explain what this is, and likely you'll have to do that. So I want you guys to think about how much detail you have to go into, okay? The things that you need to think about in terms of how you're structuring it, you have lots of freedom. You have to think about what would be best in terms of your what you're doing for your directions or your instructions. Would it be best in a pamphlet format, in a brochure, in a handout, on just a document? What would be the best format for that for your audience in whatever way that they're using it? The other thing that you're required to have in here is pictures. You have to have pictures. Directions without pictures suck. So yeah, like don't do that. I want you guys to, obviously you're going to be doing that assignment. I'm also going to drop an assignment in there where I want you guys to find one set of good directions and one set of bad directions. I want that by Thursday. Okay, so we can talk about like what makes a good instructions, what makes bad instructions, and are they all kind of created equal? What goes into that? Okay, so Thursday we're going to do that. That'll go into our discussion, and then your actual instructions are due on Monday. So you're going to start step 1, read chapter 14. Step 2, find a set of good directions, a set of bad directions. Okay, it can be anything. Could be something that you have lying around the house. When I think about it, I always think about the kids' toys and strollers and beds and all of that kind of stuff that I put together. Generally, the instructions for those suck. They are so bad, you guys. So those are the kinds of things that I always think about. But every once in a while, you get one that's really well done, that you felt like you had all the steps, that you had all the tools, that it gave you good solid pictures, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I want you guys to think about in terms of that. So Step 1, read chapter 14. Step 2, find your good instructions, bad instructions. And step 3 is writing your own directions. Okay. I am going to be posting something every day. You guys have got to communicate with me. I have seen very little communication from you. I have seen very little in the way of actual work or responses or any of that kind of stuff, you guys. That cannot fly. We have relatively little amount of time left in the semester. This is a dual credit class. I need you guys to be checking in, checking Google Classroom every day, making some sort of communication with me every 2 days at least, okay? Whether that's a comment, turning in an assignment, email, respond, or remind. If you need to call me, you let me know what you need from me, because we have got to get on this. You guys have got to start getting some stuff done and start communicating with me more effectively and more consistently. I still have code of conducts that need to be turned in. I don't have independent book projects. I don't have journals. Independent book project in the sense that you guys were supposed to tell me what book and what project you're doing. Next week, you guys will be doing a proposal in terms of what project that is going to be. So that's going to be a writing piece that you guys are going to do next week. But I want you to go back. I want you to figure out the stuff that you've missed and not turned in. The journals, the code of conduct, and then that IBP question. That's where we need to be right now. I need you guys to be working on this and getting stuff done. And I realize you have other stuff going on. I realize you're working a lot. But this needs to be one of your priorities, okay? Please let me know what I can do to help. I'm going to be making phone calls home today, so that hopefully we can get some of this communication going. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I hope you're having a good week and not going too stir crazy. I miss you guys, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.